tough matchup tonight. We could very well end up facing these guys in the postseason. So it's important to learn what we can and show them we're not about to back down. If we get it done here, it'll give us that much more confidence if we see them again. The stakes are raising every day at this point, so I better man up.
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche Latina, celebration of Latin culture in the league. It's become an annual tradition and a very good one. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It's out on the road. Memphis also making some changes. Brandon Wright's checked in for Gasol. Barnes comes in for Green, and Freak subbed in for Tony Allen. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Baldwin in a two-guard. Zach Randolph is out there with Brandon Wright. Then it's Conley, and it's Barnes in at the three spot. The three ball. Good on the shot. Barnes has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Right there, Conley opened up space for the shooter.
Spurs leading by 5.
Zach Randolph getting up there in his mid-30s, but his game has never been based on explosiveness. So it's all about strength, skill, and craft when you talk about Z-Bo, and he's aging gracefully.
6 to shoot. Ginobili. That's good.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the three, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
Pass to Conley. Now here's Freak. He's covered by Ginobili. Ginobili with the steal. And the Spurs pushing it up now. And there's the call on Ginobili. That's his first foul. Mills, he's checked in for the Spurs. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Beno Udrih, he's checked in for Mike Conley. Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. Randolph passes to Baldwin. Right, left side. Nice shot from 10 feet out.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
San Antonio leading by 6. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Kevin, Greg Popovich and I got a chance to talk for a bit. On his mind, the difficult task of defending Zach Randolph. He said Randolph's especially tough because he's not only a go-to scorer on the low block and the pinch post, but also a guy who can pick up a lot of second chance points with his work on the glass. He's a 20 and 10 double-double guy for a reason. We'll have our hands full trying to slow him down. Guys, back to you.
All right, Doris. Mills dishes to West. And Ginobili, here we go. And the shot is good. Ginobili's got 5 now. Looking at Memphis, they took the win in their last game against the Los Angeles Lakers.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
Some changes for Memphis. Spurs leading by 13. Well, the Spurs just don't go on losing streaks very often, Greg. One perk of being a talented veteran group.
Yeah, how about the Spurs lost 4 games in a row twice last year. Over the last decade before that, Kevin, they had only lost 4 games in a row twice. Unbelievable.
Parker and Green are the guard pairing. Kawhi Leonard is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Duncan in at the pivot, manning the middle. That's the San Antonio 5. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
And you look at the Spurs and how they avoid losing streaks. I mean, most teams losing 4 in a row wouldn't be such a big deal. It's only a big deal for the Spurs because they're so consistent year in and year out.
And guys, for the Spurs, a big reason they rarely go on losing streaks is that they have no bad matchups. One of only 3 teams in the NBA last year to defeat every other NBA team. Winning for this group is just second nature.
Howard down after the assist, let him into the lane.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Green kicks to Freak. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Here's a look at the teams that have been dominant offensively over the course of the past month. Number 5, the Spurs.
I just love their offensive flow lately. I mean, this is a dominant team offensively because of that rhythm and pace. And one thing we know is that across the board in the NBA, attendance is up all over. Franchise values are also at an all-time high. Overseas, the game continues to grow as well.
Parker kicks to Aldridge. Allen against Leonard. Shoots from the high post. Here's Duncan. The shot is off. Great D that time from Green. Outside Conley. Baldwin the pass to Gasol. Here's Green. He kicks it to Freak. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the media deal in play says a lot about the popularity. It's not just broadcast. Fans are showing up as well.
Sellouts were at a record 700 last season, Kevin. The previous record was 676, almost 22 million regular season fans. That's a big number. I like the way they've picked it up here offensively in the second.
Yeah, up above 50% in terms of field goal percentage. They're on a roll.
Here's Green. Got it. Good job in the low post. Green's got 11 points.
He's got it going here in the second, gaining momentum as this game continues to go.
Parker dishes to Aldridge. Kicks it to Leonard. Screen by Duncan. Down low. Aldridge double teamed. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Green outside. Offensive rebound. That's no good, but just his first miss in 5 shots. Well, it was the San Antonio Spurs in their last game, a loss to the Heat.
And, you know, you hate to use this word, but I really felt like it was a sorry effort that they put forth on the defensive side.
Boy, that's pretty harsh from you, Greg, but you're right. I mean, too many times we saw them slow to set up and get on D or late on their rotations, and they paid a big price for it.
1:51 left in the first half of basketball. Great D that time from Green.
He still hasn't been able to convert from the field. He's just struggling to find his shot.
Freak kicks to Allen. Memphis moving that ball around. Here's Gasol, and they will call over the back on the play.
Already he's looking at his 3rd foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the 3rd quarter.
A different look now for San Antonio. West is checked in for Duncan. Diaw comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Ginobili in for Daniel Green. Zach Randolph, he's checked in for Memphis. Barnes comes in for Tony Allen.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
And now, your Spurs dance team.
Some changes for Memphis. Brandon Wright's checked in for Gasol. Lee comes in for Freak, and it's Udrich in for Mike Conley. Here's Udrich. And so we wrap up the first half. Spurs lead by 10. And now let's catch up with Doris.
Well, David, a great first half that demonstrates a lot of the evolution of...
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. We're seeing a tremendous game from LaMarcus Aldridge. Checked in for Allen. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. So on the floor for Memphis. Randolph is the 4 with Gasol in the middle. Conley out there with Freak, and it's Green in at the small forward.
And one thing that everybody loves about Coach Pop is his frankness. You get a taste of it in interviews, but he's as honest and straightforward with you as he is with anybody else.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Parker against Conley. Duncan. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got 6 assists now in the game. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Baldwin the pass to Green. Gasol's in the post. Duncan is there. Green with the block. Spurs have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. No good on the triple.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one. And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
Screen by Duncan. It's Parker with the drive. And Gasol sends it back. Leonard, no luck.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And that one's good. Freak.
And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
And that's been their focus, it seems, throughout the game. I like the discipline that they've showed in terms of creating those opportunities on the inside.
Aldridge, no one around him. Sinks the triple. Aldridge has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Spurs. Conley dishes to Green. Duncan against Gasol. Gasol with another miss. Kawhi Leonard with another great season last year earned his first Defensive Player of the Year award with his outstanding play.
And for Leonard, he became the first perimeter player to win one since 2004. That just shows you how incredible his defense was at times.
I'll tell you what, folks. I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Conley with it. He's picked up by Parker. Here's Gasol. Again, the miss by Gasol.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
And, you know, for Leonard, you can...
And so it's San Antonio with the win. They didn't make it easy.
David, this was a...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, LaMarcus Aldridge.
When LaMarcus Aldridge gets rolling, it's always going to be a tough night for the opposing team. He's about as complete as you can get on the low block. And there are very few power forwards in the NBA that can run the floor as well as he does. He's a franchise player, plain and simple, and they just couldn't come up with an answer for him tonight.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage. Wow.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.
Yeah, send him in. Cece.
Hey, how are you?
Good to see you again.
My pleasure.
Freak. Great game last night.
That's what I do, right?
Indeed. Have a seat. Pagnotti.
How you doing?
Thought you'd be selling used cars by now.
Funny, comedian. I thought you would have invested in some new clothes, being a team owner and all. I see you still rocking that Goodwill look.
Freak, what are you hanging around with this guy for? You know he's bad company, right?
Got no choice. He helps me pay the bills. Plus, our mother loves him.
Thank you all for coming by on such short notice.
You're welcome.
So you know why we're here, right?
Not really.
You want to negotiate an extension for Freak, right?
Well, since you mentioned it, your client is quickly becoming a liability for this organization.
We've already put a plan in place that's going to address all your concerns and issues.
Let me finish. Thank you. Myself, the front office, and the coaches are not satisfied with the adjustments you've made in your life off the court. I personally warned you about the company you keep, and we're fed up with the late nights and showing up late to shoot-arounds and the bad press and the incident at the nightclub. I told you Vic was going to be your downfall, and I was right. Something has to change now, or we're not going to need your services any longer.
If this is about that Twitter stuff, Vic was playing. Okay, it was a joke.
It's not about that. It's everything.
Like I told you before, Vic is my best friend. I can't just cut him off. He's practically family.
Not really.
What exactly are you trying to say?
I'm not trying to say anything, Dom. I'm saying it. Freak and his friend Vic are a problem for me and this organization. And I called you in here to figure out how we all together can fix this problem. And right now, I'm only seeing one solution.
I agree that Freak may need to make some adjustments in his personal life off the court, but that's a learning process. We both know that. But this almost sounds like a threat. And Dom Pagnotti doesn't take too kindly to threats. Is this a threat?
Call it what you will.
We all know that Vic is a problem. The only person who doesn't seem to realize that is my brother. I'm sorry, bro, but enough is enough.
I don't have a problem with what you're saying. I have a problem with how you're saying it. Now, I know we can come to some understanding without all the ultimatums or threats.
Can we all come to a understanding, a compromise?
No, no more compromises. I already warned Freak. I told you. Don't be a hero. Cut that zero. It's cut Vic loose, or we trade Freak. It's that simple.
Fine, we'll go sign with another team.
Good luck with that, Pagnotti. Because of Vic, Freak's reputation precedes him.
No, because of Freak's God-given talent, his reputation precedes him.
Everybody's been talking. Dom, you know how this works. This is not about you and me and our history. This is about your client. Help him.
You talking as if I'm invisible. You talking around me, about me, but not to me. Vic has always had my back. And I've given this team everything I got. I practice hard. I play hard. Yeah, some nights I got it, some nights I don't. Some days I might even show up a little late to shoot-arounds. But every time I'm on that court, I've always given my best. And I see how it is, though. I mean, us players got to be loyal to you, but you don't have to be loyal to us players. Try to give me some father and son talk, talking about how you love your players and how you look up for them. Come on, man. You trying to cut me off like you cut off Izzy. Don't you have people loyal to you no matter what? People you can't cut off? Well, that's me and Vic. Vic and me. Y'all insist, really. They could tell me stop hanging with Vic. What makes you think they won't tell me stop talking to you? You remember in 7th grade, some guys were trying to jump me over some girl. Vic was the one to get some friends just to walk me home. And when they came, we went at it, but I wasn't alone. When I got my scholarship, it was Vic who put the word on the streets that nobody should mess with me because I had a future. Vic was protecting me.
Yvette, please.
Cece.
Yvette.
Where's Dom?
I had him call you.
This is it. The last game of my rookie season. Kind of hard to believe. These 82 games have gone by in a blur. I know we're on the outside looking in when it comes to playoffs, but that doesn't mean I can't go out and give it everything I have one last time. So here goes nothing.
We've got basketball at Oracle Arena, the home of the Warriors in Oakland, California. Live on 2K Sports. And a one-game homestand for the Warriors as Golden State will try to recharge their batteries on their home court. They are 4 games. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Randolph is the 4 with Gasol in the middle. Conley out there with Freak, and it's Green in at the 3 spot.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop. You know, the Warriors took some flack when they passed on the chance to trade for Kevin Love, but I really think that the rise of Draymond Green as their stretch 4-man made the decision even better and also kept their cap situation far more flexible.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throw of the night here.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers. So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Yeah, the great field goal percentage to start exactly what they were hoping for.
Randolph against Green. Randolph can't hit.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
0-1 near Iguodala as he lets it go. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. Outside Randolph. Gasol against Bogut. Goes up on the wing. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Gasol's got his second bucket of the game to go. Outside Curry. Can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Conley. The Grizzlies trail by 5. The feed to Freak. Here's Gasol. Nice D from Bogut.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Looking at Memphis, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Clippers in Los Angeles.
And that result was no surprise because they played very loosely with the basketball.
They sure did. There's no question about it. And when you come out on the wrong end of the turnover battle, you're often going to be on the wrong end of the scoreboard as well, Greg. You know that.
Conley, the pass to Baldwin. Inside. No good. So Golden State will take it the other way. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And really an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it came in an opponent's building, and there's no question it was their offense that carried them.
I love the way they went and got this game, Greg. I mean, they attacked at every opportunity, never relaxed or sat back, and as a result, they eventually pulled away.
The Grizzlies trail by 7. Gasol on the high post, working on Green, and it's Freak missing.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Thompson for the triple. And it's Thompson again missing.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Here's Curry. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. 7 points for Steph Curry.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Gasol, a screen on Thompson. Conley. Thompson with the rebound.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The lead is really... The Grizzlies trail by 14. So on the floor for Memphis. Green is the 3 with Zebo at the 4. Freak is out there with Conley. And it's Gasol in at the 5 down low.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of look.
Curry kicks to Thompson. There's the screen. Dishes it to Curry. Barnes sets a screen for Curry. Just 5 on the clock. Off the pick. The shot, no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way.
This touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Fires from the line. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Randolph.
You know, that part of the floor, guys, is more or less his real sweet spot, right in his wheelhouse.
Curry dishes to Thompson. Barnes passes to Iguodala. The screen from Thompson. Here's Curry with the 3. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Here's Randolph. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Warriors leading by 10. Pass to Bogut. Iguodala against Conley. Iguodala kicks to Bogut. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. Bogut's got his 2nd basket of the night.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jumper.
And, Greg, that's just good basketball. Come on, good basketball there. A clean look from that range. He's got to take it.
Nice shot by Randolph.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Now here's Iguodala. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Spurs in San Antonio. And speaking of Curry playing off the ball in the pass, Clark, we'd see him guarding shooting guards defensively. Some said trying to hide him against lesser offensive players.
Well, I think guarding 2 guards gave him a chance maybe to save some energy for the offensive end. But recently, Steve Kerr has had him on point guards more. You want your best players taking the challenge at both ends of the court.
The Warriors making a switch here. Green's checked in. Knocked loose. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
29 seconds left to play in the first half. Curry passes to Iguodala. He feeds it to Thompson. Screen by Bogut. It's Thompson off the drive. That's good. That's now 8 points for Bogut.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his 2nd quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
Randolph, a screen on Thompson. Now Conley. Here's Baldwin. Got it off in time, but it's no good. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Warriors lead by 14. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, what has been the underlying principle of how you and the team have taken the floor tonight?
Communication. Communication doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but in order for us to be a good team, everyone has to be on the same page, and we're doing it tonight.
Andre, thank you. Kevin, one of those intangibles you always look to.
Thanks, Doris. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the 3rd quarter started.
All right.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get Brooks checked in for Memphis. And 1:01 left to play here in the third. The Splash Brothers are the guards. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. And it's Iguodala in at the 3 slot. That's the Warriors' 5. Finished off the break. Iguodala's got his first basket of the night.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Randolph dishes to Freak, and he can't bank that one in. Warriors leading by 21. Shoots. Rebound by Jeff Green.
He continues to struggle from the field, but luckily for him and his team, his teammates have been able to pick him up and get the job done.
Green, the screen. Conley into the lane. Randolph sets a screen for Conley. Sinks the three-pointer. Conley's got 7 points for the quarter.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. The Warriors on top. They lead by 8. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. And the Warriors. And here's Freak. The dish to Randolph. Pass to Lee. Green kicks to Freak. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
It's still pretty early to judge, but so far the 2014 draft class has lived up to the hype. The top guys were as good as promised, and a lot of talent down later in the draft as well.
And some changes here for the Warriors. McAdoo, he's checked in for Bogut. Barbosa comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Stokes is checked in for the Grizzlies.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, Clark, it seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin. Quite honestly, they were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And we have watched this team all season long play with such tenacity. With the wins piling up on the year, this will make it now 61 total.
And I guess one good turn deserves another. In the final contest between these two teams, guys, this win ties up their tug-of-war season series 2-2 against the Grizzlies.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Curry. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
With the 2014 draft class, Clark, it was so hyped up, a lot of teams probably didn't care that they were losing some games at the end of the year as they themselves were testing some younger players on their roster.
Yeah, agree with you wholeheartedly there. And you look at the guys from that class, many of them have star potential.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
When you think about Shaun Livingston, you think about the career that might have been an absolute rising star after being taken, Clark, 4th back in the 2004 draft.
Kevin, he was averaging over 5 assists a game as a teenager, and his shot was improving every year. Then the devastating knee injury. Just great to see him back playing basketball.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Spates sets a screen. Off the screen, and the shot is good. And the Warriors lead by 21.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook. Boy, that's finishing the defense there. He made a good effort on that possession defensively and then closed it out with the rebound.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game. Stephen Curry. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor.
He had a sensational night shooting the ball.
And that'll do it for our coverage of this year's final regular season contest. It has been a wild ride. For Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith, I'm Ernie Johnson. Now the playoffs begin on 2K Sports. See you back for that.